Last time on Knights of the Rolled Table, the party made their way to the Underdark stronghold of Glorn, where 3 sorcerers of the Knight's Order and 1 friendly beholder named Boone welcomed them. After a good meal and conversation, the group descended into the Grumble Gate, a nexus of teleportation circles held by the Knight's Order. Having been charged with the task of locating several missing knights, they chose to first locate the Aarakocra Monk Khali, reportedly sent to Shimmercross on the island of Valosia.
Find yourself on an island in the open air, covered in vines and trees, and the air is fresh. There's a salt air smell because you see below you there is a beach covered in pebbles and rocks, and above you turn around and you see a mountain cliff side that's going up at a pretty steep angle, but still manageable to be climbed if need be, and several sort of outcroppings of rock and trees growing sideways out of the mountain. There's a few other cliffs. You can see both sides of the island. If you look left and right, you can't see over the mountain, but you can see that this is not a very huge island. You could probably make your way around the perimeter in maybe a day or so, if it's not too big on the other side of the mountain. But there's a weird feeling in the air. There's an interesting vibe that you can't quite put your finger on right now. But you're all here, and everybody seems to have been teleported in one piece. And I need all of you right away to make a perception check.
21.
18.
20.
7.
11.
Yeah, so Igneous, Diedre, and Melbin, the 3 of you look around. It seems that Theo and Yenni are taken with the wildlife and the nature, and it's very striking. Theo especially, you find this almost pleasing, like, oh, it's nature. It's almost like Shantea is calling to me in this great, calling of nature and trees and greenery and rock and everything like that. It just feels very nice. But Igneous and Diedre and Melbin, you're surrounded by this small canopy of trees next to the mountain, and you feel this shadow go over you briefly. And as you look up, I'm going to say Diedre with the highest perception, you catch the tail of a tail.
The tail of a tail.
The tail end of a tail that's flying overhead, and then it flies out of sight, kind of going east.
I'm going to point that out and say, something rather large flying overhead. I just saw something, and I think we should all be on alert and know that we are likely being watched.
I'll use Divine Sense.
Okay. So with Divine Sense, you don't sense anything celestial or demonic or undead. However, Melbin, I need you to roll a D100, please.
Okay.
Oh no, I hate D100s.
I love D100s. 45.
45. So you don't pick up anything, but you have a sudden urge to cast another spell. And so you have to cast at least one spell of some kind.
Okay, hang on. I'll use Bless.
Okay, so who would you like to bless?
Let's see, who are our weaker party members? Theo, obviously.
Wow. Weak.
Who's weak? Wow. Gloves
No.
come off.
No, well, Theo, obviously, I would bless because he's
Okay.
Master Theo.
Theo, right? So Theo, and we'll say Diedre and Yenni.
All right. So Theo, Diedre, and Yenni.
I'm not blessed.
Because you're scared.
Melbin, I need you to roll D100 again.
Oh, no. What if I done? 1.
1?
Yep.
It's like a 1 in a 100 chance.
I know, right?
Okay.
I mean, technically, any number that he rolls would be a 1 in 100 chance. That's kind of
I don't know. I don't know.
Not 45.
I mean, it's pretty good.
45 is also a 1 in 100.
No, it's a 40. It's a 45 in a 100 chance.
Nah, it's 1 in 45, buddy.
You guys are gonna make me angry, and I don't like it.
Okay. So Melbin, you get the feeling after casting Bless that you have this new sense of urgency and kind of crackling force energy within you. And you're not quite sure what this means, but you just feel like you have an ability that you haven't ever had before. Write this down somewhere. You can cast Magic Missile as a 5th level spell in the next hour once.
Awesome.
What is going on?
Melbin,
Right.
are you putting your magic on us?
Yes, I just felt the need to bless you all.
Oh, okay. Well, you should warn us before you go and do something like that.
I'm sorry if I violated consent.
Well, it's fine. We have a trusting relationship, but with our new guests, it might be a bit strange to be blessing them.
You are right, of course, Master Theo. I will endeavor to be better
Okay,
in
but
the
I didn't
future.
really mean it like that. It's not like a criticism. Just, Okay.
Noted.
Well, where are we off to?
Hey, this might be a good time to ask, what's an Aarakocra?
It's a big bird. Person.
We're looking for a big bird that's a knight?
Yes.
A big bird person? There's big
Indeed.
bird people? Alright, so we're looking for a big
I
bird
mean, it's
person.
slightly more nuanced than that, but
Well, it's probably that thing that just flew over us, right?
they typically don't
They fly.
Igneous,
Bird people
Igneous,
would
make
be
a
very useful
Well, now
if they
hold
could
on.
fly.
Now you're really.
Igneous, make a nature check.
-1, 15.
You've when he says big bird, what you think of is in the fire realm there is a fire rock, which is a gigantic, like
think-
6
you think
foot
a Carol
wingspan,
spinning.
a big bird,
Yeah.
and you're like, it's a big person, it's a big version, like a humanoid version of that, and you're like, oh my gosh, like this.
That's going to be hard to
must be
miss.
a-
This is
yeah.
going to be easy to find this thing.
That's what's in your mind right
It's going
now.
to be
is a
covered in
giant-
fire and just giant. It's not a very big island. This won't be a problem at all. Let's go.
Like a feather mohawk or something.
Isn't it fun? Or yeah, it
Yes.
You're already a big bird person in a way.
It's just feathers. I can't fly. I don't have a beak. I don't squawk. It's just, Phoenix. It's a tributary
all
of
right.
the Phoenix. We move towards the
would you
center
like
of the island is what Igneous is.
Well, right now you're kind of halfway up. You're sort of on a plateau halfway up this mountain. You can go down to where the pebbles are. You can go up the mountain. You can go down into the deeper forest canopy, where the kind of to your east, which has many more trees. Or you can go west, which looks like the edge of one part of where the forest ends, and it's a lot more like rocky terrain, and you see like jutting rocks going up and some waves breaking and things like that.
All right. Well, if we're looking for something that's flying, maybe it'd be good to get the high ground and see as much as we can see, because flying things are in the air. So
Well, hold on. What about this? And I'm going to use my Summon Nature's Ally to summon a giant eagle.
Okay. A giant eagle forms in its next to Theo.
Again, can it be like on my arm, like
A giant,
like a falconer?
A giant eagle would not fit on your arm. It's going to be it's going to be like rideable for two of you.
Oh, like a marahute?
Yeah,
I mean, he's
big.
a pretty big guy.
Like a Lord of the Ring eagle that it's.
Fly, you fools!
So what does your giant eagle look like? Is it brown? Is it bald eagle? Is it like is it purple? Like what does it look like?
Oh yeah. She's brown. Brown feathers, orange legs, yellow beak. Just a regular eagle.
Okay.
Never seen a bird before, clearly.
It's an orc eagle.
Just brown all the way.
All right. All right. So this pretty significantly large eagle shows up. Theo, I need you to roll a D100 for me.
Oh, I think I'm figuring out a trend on this island.
Man, as a non-caster, this is not as much fun.
36.
36.
Well, Joan, how you been?
Joan?
I know, good girl.
Is that the bird we're looking for?
No, that's my eagle. Her name's Joan.
I mean, she's not really your eagle, right?
Well, we have an understanding.
Yeah? What does she understand?
Oh, that when she's in this plane, that she communicates with me, finds small woodland creatures and brings them. Most of the time I don't want them.
Do you sometimes hide the woodland creatures inside your sheep?
Inside of the sheep, Yenni? Like I feed them?
Not like inside, but like, the poofy part.
No, not usually.
Okay.
But I suppose I could put them in the bags.
So after this giant eagle shows up and Yenni and Theo are having a brief little conversation, you feel the clouds in the atmosphere around you start to get a little static. Diedre and those of you who have longer hair starts to kind of rise up a little bit. And Theo, Diedre, and Melbin, you are each going to take 27 points of lightning damage as you are struck by lightning.
Ow.
Randomly kind of from the sky.
No option to dodge or anything?
Nope.
Is this considered like AoE?
It is an AoE.
Ooh,
so
is it spell damage?
It's not a spell,
I have.
but it is an area of effect, so you could uncanny
I
dodge
have
or you can
evasion.
evade. Diedre will take half because I'll say you are nimble and you can evade as a rogue, but the other two of you take 27.
I mean, I'm wearing plate mail, so it makes sense that the lightning
So I
would
would
be
take
attracted.
13.
13, yeah.
Ow! Theo, did you do that?
I don't know. I just was summoning Joan.
Anybody else?
I think there must be freak lightning storms.
Do you think it has something to do with magic? Because it does seem like terribly odd things are happening when you two are casting spells of some sort. I don't know. I don't really understand how all of that works. It's terribly foreign to me.
Maybe it has to do with the bird. When the bird showed up, you got shocked. Huh? Huh?
Oh, Joan wouldn't do that. She's good. Now go, Joan. Jet off. Joan, jet off.
Maybe we could test it out. Let me try this. And I use the druid staff to say, summon bird. And it summons an owl.
Okay.
When you do that, Melbin is going to step away from you always.
I too
All right.
step aside.
Igneous, I need you to
Yenni
roll a
does not
D100.
I'm feeling something. I think it might be 91.
91. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Igneous, you don't feel lightning in the air, but what's your save DC, Igneous?
Save DC for like spells would be 15.
Okay. So I need everybody to make a dexterity save.
God, what's happening?
Your owl appears, by the way. It's like, whoo, and then all of a sudden...
I'll call him Oh No.
Okay.
If anyone is within 10 feet of me, now I did move away, so Diedre, if you moved with me when I moved away, you get +4 to a saving throw.
Well, I'm at 15, and that would take me to a 19.
Okay.
Success.
17
That
here.
saves.
6.
Fail.
7.
Okay. And you too, Igneous.
Dex said that's okay. I can do that. Oh, 13.
Okay, so Theo, Yenni... Wait, did I
Would
say
have
you...
succeeded if Melbin didn't move away from me.
What did you get, Yenni?
17.
Oh, so you're fine. And Diedre succeeded. So I think it's just Theo, Igneous, and Melbin. You find yourself lifting off the ground and rising slowly into the air. And as you're going up, you try to grab something near you, but you cannot. Diedre and Yenni, you manage to grab a root or a tree that's kind of nearby, and you too rise up, but you're able to grab onto something to not lift up at all.
Okay, yeah,
The
I
rest
think
of you are continuing to rise, but Igneous, you do have an owl that you can control, and Theo, you have a giant eagle that you can control. Melbin does not. He just continues to rise.
Ah!
I think it has something to do with either magic or possibly birds, but there's definitely a thing going on.
I think it's magic.
We better summon a few more birds to find out which it is.
Someone get me.
How many birds can we summon this hour?
My owl is trying to pull me down, but probably doesn't quite balance my weight.
Joan, pick me and Melbin up.
Melbin continues to float up 20 feet, 30 feet.
I would have tried to, grab him. I wouldn't like it, but I would try to pull him down.
I would probably have put let's say I put my warhammer down to make myself longer.
Okay, you extend your warhammer. Diedre reaches out with her other hand as she's holding onto a tree branch. Give me I'll let you choose what kind of skill you want to use for this. How do you want to reach out?
I mean, she would have to be very nimble, so... No, I think it's probably just straight strength, huh?
And I did bless you earlier, so you have a D4.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna use that for sure.
Okay. You could do it acrobatically.
I mean,
You
if
can
I can do it
sneakily,
acrobatically, that
sleight
would
of
be
hand.
great. She's like
Sure,
a little,
you can swing up with your legs
little
and
gymnast running up, and she she actually does a quick little flip, and so it's actually she's got her legs, her hands are grabbing onto the tree, and her legs wrap around the warhammer that Melbin is, and then she's gonna try and use that to because then she can use her core strength to bring him in rather than upper body because.
Got it. All right, so make your acrobatics check with bless with a D4.
So I rolled that's a 17 plus 5, so 22 plus a D4 is going to be a 26.
Yeah, that'll succeed. So you managed to grab Melbin. Theo, and you're still floating. Both of you are still kind of floating in a vertical kind of slant position.
Deidre's upside down.
Yeah, upside down. You're grabbing onto his warhammer with... you're sort of straddling the warhammer with your legs, and...
But for the record, it looks actually really cool.
It's very cool looking.
It's like some Cirque du Soleil.
Absolutely. This is reverse gravity, by the way, that got cast. Is bad.
That is bad, especially outside.
Yeah, it's bad. And Theo and Igneous are floating up. What are y'all doing? Did you grab onto a bird? What are you doing?
Joan, retrieve me.
Okay, so Joan will fly up and grab you with a talon, and then what do you want to have her try to grab Igneous as well?
Igneous is grabbing onto his owl, but if it was levitate,
You
the
pull
owl
the
could
owl
probably balance it out. But if it's actually gravity pushing up, the owl's just getting dragged along.
Okay, I will roll a strength check for me. I'm gonna roll for the owl.
23. Oh, I rolled a nat 20. Very strength.
Owl rolled a 12. Owl strength.
Wait, was 23 bad in this scenario?
Yeah. Yeah. You want the owl to be stronger than
Man,
you.
it's not.
So I'm going to say it tries to fly down in the other direction, but it slows you down a little bit, but you're still floating up.
Worst crit ever.
Wait, can't you fly?
No.
No. At this moment, David, you see from below you, higher on the mountain, you see these 5 figures. There's a giant eagle. There's a small owl trying to pull down a floating charcoal flame-haired man. A nimble woman is grabbing her legs around a warhammer of a shining human paladin, and a halfling is a barbarian of some kind is trying to grab the trunk of a tree that she managed to grab onto. What do you do?
I open one eye as I'm looking at all of them, and I just sigh to myself and say, adventurers. And I'll stand from where I was meditating, and I'll go and fly over in an attempt to help them.
How do you want to help?
I'll fly over and sort of stop to whoever's like highest up so far.
That would be Igneous. This charcoal humanoid with very dark, kind of almost fire crackling skin, and he's got this kind of plume of fire feathers above him, and from his head, bright glowing eyes, and he's trying to hold on to this tiny like brown barn owl with a staff. It's a weird sight.
Good day, living ember.
Oh, hello.
How may I be of assistance
I
to
would
you?
like to go down, if at all possible.
You were originally on the ground, and that is
Yes,
where you
this
wish
is
to
not
return.
my natural state. If I could go down there, that would be great.
Excellent. DM, having been on the island, am I aware of this specific effect, or is it just
This-
I'm tacking it up to one of the effects of the island?
One of the effects, there are many effects, too many to count. After a few attempts, after a few haphazard events, you've noticed a few things. You haven't seen this particular thing, but you're like, okay, something new.
I will just attempt to grab his arms and head down to the ground.
Okay. You succeed, and you're able to pull Igneous down. Melbin, you're continuing to float as Diedre is still holding on to you. Diedre, I need you to make a strength check, add a d4 to your roll as you're holding on.
21.
Okay, that'll succeed. So you continue
I'm gonna-
your thighs of steel, man.
Can I try to climb down her in the warhammer to reach so I can try to reach like a branch or something so she doesn't have to hold on?
Sure. Make a athletics check to try to climb over your teammate onto the branch.
Oh.
Play D&D,
Athletics.
they said. It'll be fun, they said.
20.
20. Okay.
Dirty 20.
Melbin, as he's holding onto the warhammer, kind of doubles back. He pulls on the warhammer and he starts climbing on your legs, Diedre, like downward and kind
Sorry, thank you, sorry.
trying not to be.
Watch your hands.
Yeah. So he's climbing over and he's like, putting his hands on different parts of your leather and he's like kind of grabbing onto your waist at one point, and you're still with your legs grabbing on this warhammer, and as soon as he lets go of the warhammer, it just drops.
Well, good. I didn't want to lose my hand.
Yeah. It has normal gravity. And
your hands had better be clean.
Very, always. Are your friends also from the ground? Do they want to return to the
yes,
ground?
Consistently. Everybody likes to go gravity go that way.
Great. I see the odd figure climbing down one of the other
Yeah.
figures. There's one left flying, right?
Yeah.
On the eagle.
Oh, I'm in a
Seems like
bird.
it's okay.
There's one on the eagle, but
Oh, are you all right?
Oh yeah, we're fine.
after a minute,
Is he like holding onto the underside of the eagle? Is he like regularly
he's
mounted?
he's being taloned. He got grabbed in the talons. So after a minute, you feel the pull go down. Diedre swings down, still holding the branch, but she kind of does a little double tuck roll and lands down.
Igneous is like clinging to the ground, spread eagle. He's holding himself there. Doesn't quite trust when he feels gravity
Yenni,
shift.
you feel the gravity lessen. Melbin feels the gravity lessen with the help of this Aarakocra that just pulled you down, and the effect is gone, has faded, and now you're left with this bird humanoid person in front of you.
Oh, hello, friend. Thank you for your help. Have you
You're
have you
welcome.
seen any Aarakocra on this island?
No, I haven't. But your situation seems to be all right, so I will be on my way.
Igneous,
wait!
Excuse us.
What?
Sorry.
Yes.
Uh,
Climbing lady.
Yes, that's Diedre, actually.
Diedre, hello.
Yes, please forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe you are in fact an Aarakocra. No?
Oh, yes. I didn't know he meant me. I didn't know he was referring to me.
I don't think he knew that either.
I've yet to see myself.
This plane is
but
weird.
but yes, I am an Aarakocra. Are you looking for one, or how can I help you?
Yes, what is your name?
Oh, you forgive my manners. I usually forget those. He gives a low bow. He says, Khali.
Hello there, Knights of the Roll Table. This is Chris Daly, your DM for Season 5. I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. Stick around, there will be more. But first, some announcements. So on every episode this season, I've been mentioning tools that are great for DMs and players. And this week, we're going to talk about D&D Adventures for Kids. This comes at a great time as we just published a Halloween episode where Zach ran a one-shot for his daughter, my son, and Jeff's son, ages 8, 7, and 6, respectively. It was hilarious, informing, amazing. We cried, we laughed, and we did not use one of these adventures on D&D Adventures for Kids. But if you're running a kids campaign, you should. This is a website, or was a website, from Cameron Wright, but now it's a WordPress site, unless hopefully they can get some funding to keep it going. So show him some love. Support the Kickstarter that's going on right now if you're listening to this during November of 2021. Cameron makes really awesome and super kid-friendly downloadable adventures with fun art, some maps, adventure hooks. There's also resources and a link for community of DMs that run D&D adventures for younger kids. So check out dndadventuresforkids.wordpress.com. And if you like our podcast, and we hope you do, otherwise why would you listen to it right now? Head over to your podcast app of choice and see those 5-star reviews. You can fill one of those out yourself. You sure can. And write a little something to us. And you can immortalize yourself in the comments section. It really helps us out, and it helps the algorithm, especially if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts. We really appreciate it. It helps us get up the ranks and helps other people learn about the show. So go leave a review. It only takes a minute. Another way you can support is to head over to TeePublic and check out our swag. Search for Knights of the Roll Table and you can get a cool new Knights of the Realm t-shirt, a Roll Table logo shirt, or a Hydration is Very Important, and even a Season 1 cast print. If you like playing D&D and need some character art, consider checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/dungeonheads. I have created a library of character art that grows each week with even more variations. There's a lot of stuff for free, but other things you have to pay for, but it's not that much. It's like as little as $1, so why not? Check out my stuff at patreon.com/dungeonheads or dungeonheads on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. A lot of the music for the podcast comes from Arcane Anthems and Tabletop Audio. Both are amazing and have Patreons as well and are really cool at what they do, so consider checking them out. That's Arcane Anthems, our good friend Weston, and Tabletop Audio.
Hey, we know we are not the only tabletop RPG D&D actual play podcast out there, so we want to say thank you again for listening. Thank you for being part of the community, and don't forget to go out and make life an adventure.
He gives a low bow. He says, Khali.
Oh, you're who we are looking for.
Oh, why were you looking for me?
I'll show my tattoo and be like,
We're fellow knights.
We all kind of flash the ink.
Khali raises his wing, and it's like on the underside, so it's here, like on the equivalent of a bird.
Yeah.
So he kind of has to unfurl one wing to show his.
It's kind of neat because it's like on several feathers, and when it sort of goes in the right sort of angle, like, and then it's sort of, you see the tattoo. It's pretty cool. It's pretty dope.
Yes. Well, that's wonderful. They sent I guess reinforcements. Situation's fine. I don't know why we needed any sort of backup or anything. Is that why you're all here? Or?
No, we're just supposed to bring you back.
Oh.
Yes, I'm afraid we're the ones that need some backup, darling.
Oh, you want me to back you up? Well, the thing is that I'm in the middle of something, so I don't know if I'm able to be. I can offer any insight that I might be able to offer. I don't know that I have much, but other than that, I'm not going to be able to be much help if I'm to leave the place I was sent.
We also wish to know more about this realm that we find ourselves in.
Oh, yes. Well, it's an island. That means there's a landform surrounded by water. Are you familiar?
Yes. That is a normal nature formation.
Yes, that is the regular part. And then the irregular part would be that the island is magic. Ooh. And he sort of does that, and it's not a magic trick, but some feathers get loose from his hands, and they like sort of float away. Oh.
Okay, we noticed that.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate
Yes.
a little bit, darling? Like, what do you mean by magic? I mean, we've already seen some strange things, but I'm afraid I don't understand all of the mechanics, darling.
Oh, just curious. If you are around on the island long enough, you find the various, how would you say, like on pants, a pocket of magic sort of built up, and then they sort of, do sort of whatever it wants to do. Magic is sort of untamed, right? And everybody who casts magic has to wield that power responsibly. But magic itself is irresponsible. So, sort of does whatever it likes here. Does that make sense? Sometimes I don't think I make sense.
Well, yeah, but like, what are you doing here?
Oh, yes. Well, I was meditating. But before that, I was looking for something. An artifact.
Do you not know what that is, or are you being secretive about it?
Oh, no. I'm very bad at secrets. But sometimes I'm also a little bad at picking up what exactly people are asking. So, yes. It is an artifact that I sort of understand the nature of, but I don't know exactly what it is.
Let me interrupt for two things. Khali, go ahead and describe what you look like to everybody.
Oh, sure. He's actually pretty short, so he's like a 5 foot tall blue jay, Aarakocra. So there's like like different shades of blue on the back, and then sort of in the front has like this white chest and dark black beak. These like kind of narrow eyes that are fully black as well. He's wearing like kind of MC Hammer pants. And
Yep.
they're like up just under like his knees, and then there's a couple of small accoutrements around the belt that's keeping them up, and then you see like there's like a shoulder attachment that goes over it, and there's a holster for what would be his quarterstaff, but he left that up on the cliff, which he just remembers in that moment. Oh, I guess first thing I will have to do is go back and get my staff. But yeah, that's what he looks like.
Thank you. And then is anybody proficient in either medicine or arcana? And if you are,
It might be both.
go ahead and make a check in either medicine or arcana. You rolled a 1?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I got a 9 total.
Okay. That was in which skill?
Medicine.
Medicine? Okay.
Which I have an 8.
It's hard to figure out what's about Khali that's throwing you. You can't quite put your finger on it. Something seems off, but it's nothing like you've ever seen before. I'm gonna have Melbin and you know what, Igneous, I'm gonna have you roll Arcana as well, just because you're a monk. You might have some sort of spiritual connection here.
Melbin got a 13.
Chris is very fond of asking for intelligence rolls, which I have 91
Or
for.
you could-
Negative one up. Wait, hold on. Before you adjust that, I rolled a 19, so 18.
Okay. All right, Melbin, you're sensing from what you know of sort of divine magics and whatnot that you've seen this kind of thing before, this memory modification, but you don't know what would have caused it specifically. Igneous, even though you don't really understand spells so much, you know that from the teachings of, you know, monasteries and things like that, from monk training, this is a different kind of monk style that monastic style that you're used to seeing, and you don't feel a kinship with what Khali is how he's coming across, but you do notice that something has been removed from his chi, and he doesn't seem like he has all of the information that he should.
You're a monk, right?
Oh, yes. I'm also an Aarakocra.
Right,
All
yeah.
reminded me.
Oh, I'm caught up on that. Sorry about that.
Oh no.
I like
it's okay.
put my hands
you-
up to him
may-
while
may-
he's talking. I like put my hands up to him and like right by his face and like feeling.
I put my hands up to hold his hands.
Right.
Yes. Wow, is this part of your temple practice?
No, just
Is this what
hold
you do?
still. Don't make it weird.
Oh, all right.
Something's missing from you. Like your chi is
Oh.
not. That's not. Pieces are gone.
Oh well. I mean, yes. Some of that would be my training. I don't know what sort of tradition you follow, but I what would be removed, I will say, is inhibitions. Do you know what I
Hold
mean?
on. Are you one of those drunky monkeys?
Drunky birdies. Monkeys, I think, are different people.
I've heard of that. Okay,
Like the
yeah.
monkey folk.
Are you all?
Also-
I think this is normal for him. It's like It's kind of his way. There's different monk schools, and like some of them are.
Probably.
All right, this is darling. This is so cute, but let's please move forward. Now, Khali, you said that there was
Yes.
some kind of an artifact that you were trying to procure, and that is why you're reticent to leave. So,
Yes.
if we can assist
And
you
I-
in finding this thing, then perhaps we could coerce you into accompanying us. Correct?
Oh, of course, I would love to do that because I believe I was sent here for that purpose. So I should accompany you. You would really be accompanying me. I should go back and get my staff. And actually, maybe you all should come with me. Actually, because it sort of up a ways, up further from where I was. You can see it if you come with me. But I do believe what I was looking for. There is a temple up there, and it does seem to be secured in some way. I've only gotten into the first what's the word?
Room?
part of it.
Door.
Yes, vestibule.
Fancy.
Would that be the Shimmer Cross?
It is. This area is less of a town, less of a city or a settlement, as more of like a location. So, Khali, you have a vague recollection that Shimmer Cross is referring to the mountain itself.
That sounds familiar. Oh, mountain! I say right after he says Shimmercross.
Aha!
Yes, mountain. There's a temple in that mountain, and I think it may be what you are looking for. What I'm looking for.
Well, let's go, right?
Oh, all right. Yes. Good. Follow me. And he flies. He flies away.
So Khali flies up 50, 75, 100 feet or so to this next ledge. And how would the five of you like to traverse or go up? You still have a giant eagle.
Everybody on the back of Joan.
So Joan can
Jump on.
Joan can only carry two of you, at least at once.
And the snake can't go with the fox. And the
I'll stay here with the
fox
grain,
can't
and
go
you
with the
send
eggs.
across.
Yes, okay. Great. So, yeah, is that okay, Joan? We'll got it figured out. We'll do a shuttle system.
I'm quite good with rough terrain. How hard would it be for me to climb up?
You can climb if you want.
Igneous will climb, and if he sees opportunities to shadow step from a shadowy area to a shadowy area, he would use that to hop up.
This is a particularly bright area of the sun is shining on this part of the mountain, so you don't notice there's little tiny shadows, but does it have to be big enough for you to like fit in?
Yeah.
Yes, there's not a lot, at least right now,
He'll just climb. He's pretty good at climbing.
for sure. Anybody else
I'm
climbing, or is everybody
able-
else riding the Eagle elevator?
Is Rebecca with us?
Oh, yeah, I gotta have Rebecca, too.
Could
So,
we do Theo, Rebecca, and Yenni, since Yenni's tiny on the eagle?
Hell yeah, let me get on that sheep.
We'll say Rebecca was like you were holding on to Rebecca during the reverse gravity, Theo, just to retcon a little bit, but you managed to you like have a pretty good, like she's not terribly big for a sheep, so you were able to like, get your arm around her. Theo can ride and Yenni, but not Theo and Melbin.
Right, yeah. So I think Melbin's fine with climbing.
Okay. So we'll say that for this, Theo gets on the back of the eagle, and Yenni, do you want to be taloned or do you want to?
Talon.
You want to be?
I'm not
Well,
food.
do you want to be gripped? Do you want to be gripped by the talon of the eagles, like kind of scooped up, or do you want to like ride on the back of the eagle?
I'll ride on the back. I'll surf that tail.
Okay, you hop on the back, and you just hear this, ah! And kind of the eagle goes off. I can't make an eagle noise. It's not a hawk. An eagle sounds different than a hawk. But so
Actually, the sound
Yenni
we
and-
all associate with like a bald eagle was
I
actually a
know.
red-tailed hawk. Because
Yeah,
eagles
red-tailed
suck.
hawk. I know we've been over this before.
Hey, I wasn't the one to mention it this time. Yay.
So the two of them head up, and Igneous, Melbin, and Diedre, I need you to make an climbing would be
Not
actually
intelligent.
we'll just say nope. We'll just say you
So-
start climbing, and there are enough ample handholds, and I mean there's even like some areas you can kind of walk up, and so
this
it's
is like the one benefit of my class archetype as a thief is I get second story work, which basically means I can climb at my normal like movement speed. Like I don't
Great.
take any. So like she'd be making about double the movement of Igneous,
Sure.
just like boop 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 boop, not even breaking a sweat.
all right. So you see Diedre almost like, Mario and Luigi, like she's just jumping from boulder to boulder, like she's flipping up and grabbing things, and like, it's like the Olympic rock climbers that you just saw. Like she's outpacing Igneous, which is surprising, but it's like, whoa, she's just going up. About 50 feet up your journey, and Melbin's trailing behind just a little bit. Igneous is in the middle. Diedre's kind of leaping up. About 50 feet up. Let's see what happens. Okay, I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Now, does Diedre still have bless?
If it's been more than a minute, which I think it has.
It's been more than a minute.
Then no one has bless at this point.
Okay.
If Igneous is within 10 feet of me, he would get
Igneous is. I'll say Diedre is not because she's parkouring. So
That's good. I rolled a 12, so 16 seems much more likely to succeed.
okay,
I got a nat 20 plus 3, so 23.
okay, all right.
I also have a 23.
23. All right, you all.
That's like the thing that I do, you guys.
9.
That's fine. The DC was 15, so you all save. You toxic gas. This sort of gas erupts from little pockets of flowers that are embedded in the rock, and it starts going. Khali sees this. You've seen this before a few times. You've managed to avoid it, but
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have helped.
and all of you manage to kind of get out of the way to avoid the brunt of it, but you do suffer half on poison damage. You take 12 points of poison damage.
I have, as part of my shield master ability, if I'm doing a dex saving throw to only take half, I actually take none.
Okay. So you manage to get your shield in front. Kind of dissipates.
And my evasion, similar thing. Basically, if I have saved, instead of taking half damage, I take none.
All right. So Diedre outmaneuvers she hears the gas erupt from below, and she kind of like grabs onto a rock where it manages to dodge her kind of puff of gas. Igneous, unfortunately, takes about half of the stream, and you breathe in this kind of burning gas in your lungs, and it's not terribly pleasant. You continue up, and Diedre makes it to the top, or at least where the rest of them are waiting. The other two of you, you're still climbing up, and as you're climbing, it starts to get a little windy. You feel this gust of wind start, and then it gets even more windy, and you have to kind of clutch on for a second. I need you to make a athletics check.
Despite my plus 9, I only got 10 on that one.
6.
Oh no!
All right, the DC this time was 17. So the wind catches up. It's blowing you at a rate which is very like intense. And Melbin, you lose your footing for a second and fall 6 feet. You suffer 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Igneous, you're managing to hang on, but a rock that's above you actually gets
gusted in front, and it hits the side of you, a big 4-foot rock, and you take a hit of this rock, and it actually like falls down and kind of careens down and breaks. So it hits your ribs pretty hard. You actually take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as well.
I don't like this island at all.
You continue climbing up.
I do. Melbin hates.
Sure. You continue. Thank you for that, Matt. I appreciate it.
You get used to it.
Are you two quite done down there?
Eventually, after a couple more minutes, Igneous makes his way up, and with a little bit more effort, Melbin, a little bit bruised, makes his way up as well. There's about 20 more feet before the next outcropping, and where now all of you can see there's a rough stone arch. You manage to, each one of you in your own way, climb up or leap up or fly up. And now you are in front of this stone archway that leads into a tunnel into the mountain. What would you like to do?
The temple that you were talking about, Khali?
Yes. This is the temple, and this is the mountain. A mountain is when two.
We will ask.
sometimes when
We ask the questions if we need you to explain. We'll just let you know. That's good.
Sounds good. I like that. I like that better.
Is it dark in there?
Sorry, go ahead.
DM question.
No, yeah, please. Yeah, this is a DM question.
Well, Khali, you've been in there before.
Yes.
So
Was it dark?
there you go. I was gonna let you describe it. What did you see going in there?
I pictured like sort of one of those dwarven grand halls. So it's hewn of this large stone, and some of it is alternating like white, like limestone, and then there's like darker, almost volcanic black stone, and it just seems to go the way that it's set. I don't know the architectural nuance to describe this right, but it looks like it goes on forever just from the entrance. It seems like you just walk in and it's like a black hole. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you get in, there's like kind of this low unnatural light, very dim, but it kind of lights up as you're walking into it. It almost feels like it's motion sense, but it's not.
Yeah. I love it.
That's all I've seen so far.
Yep. It's a Willy Wonka hallway in a Temple of Doom, kind of architecture, and there's these weird runic symbols on the side. There's ivy growing along the side. It's sort of, and these runes kind of light up along this black obsidian carved rock on the side, and it's a weird shape. It becomes rectangular, and then it becomes triangular for a bit, and then it becomes round. And you even see the ground is sort of dipped in for a bit. It's almost like whoever was carving this entryway was having trouble deciding what way they wanted to carve it, or there were many different opinions. It's playful in an architecture, which is unusual for a temple of some kind. Eventually, you find the lighting that's sort of sensing your way through leads you into a room, and before you see the way forward is blocked. The area around you it's kind of flat. It's about 6 feet in front of you, and there's about 12 feet across, and there is a blue some sort of metal doorway that's barring the way forward. And it's made of a thick metal. It looks thousands and thousands of years old. You can't quite tell where the hinges are. But in front, you see a series of carvings in the center of the door. There is 3 lion heads, each more fierce looking than the other, and they all have their mouth open, and inside the lion's mouth of each lion is a small keyhole.
Well, you don't have the key, do you, Khali?
No. So therein you see the problem, right? Keyholes with no keys means no. It doesn't rhyme.